Hello everyone, this is DavidViadel23 and welcome to the Mandragon's Cave. Today we're gonna be talking about Roronoa Zoro from One Piece. Zoro is one of the main crew, is the first mate for the Straw Hats, and I wanted to leave him for the very end of the year, as we are now, because he's one of those theories I have in the channel that is kind of a big thing for me, and I always talk about it, that it's how I think Zoro is gonna end up cutting Diamond and fighting Vista, the Sword Flower. And this kind of video, I wanted to do it now because, you know, I hope everyone has a happy new year. And it is a kind of a mark for the channel. Been a couple of months already talking about One Piece, doing some drawings, really nice drawings, really nice theories as well. Thanks everyone for the support, and I've been as well, you know, posting in Instagram, in other platforms as well, and it's been really nice. So I wanted to, now that it's end of the year, make a couple of nice characters that I like, or I have really big theories about them, like Buggy or Zoro now. The other day I put Bellamy as well up, because he's my favorite character. I don't talk much about the main Straw Hat group, because it's kind of a little bit, let's say, scary, no? And go into all the details and go into all the things that they may do or may not do. And yeah, I talk in one of the videos about Chopper and about his evolution and his dream. I talk about Usopp in another one, and the Davy-Back fight, and how he's gonna be kind of going through Elbaf, in my opinion. And yeah, so I think today it's time to talk a little bit about Zoro, and yeah, so I think, as I've been saying, after seeing, I think my favorite battle, that it was against, let's do him like this. After seeing my favorite battle, that it was against Mr. One, there's these moments that when the fight is over, they are talking about if Zoro is gonna cut Diamond after. I don't think having Hosu out of commission that he is, that we will see a fight against him, because on top, first of all, he's a good guy, and second, I don't see the reason why Hosu will be now an enemy or a character or someone that Zoro needs to cut. And because all of this and the hunt that the Shirohige, the Whitebeard pirates, have had during these years after the war, I think there's a lot of possibilities that one of the bad guys ends up with Hosu's fruit, and the best feat it will be a swordsman. And so far the only swordsman that we know that Zoro may encounter later is Shiryu, but Shiryu already has the invisible power, and I don't think Shiryu is kind of an enemy at Zoro's level. I know that they kind of parallel him to Magellan when all the Impel Down saga happened, but I don't think we will see. I don't see him as a Zoro fight, and I have this big theory about Vista having a big reveal, and since the very beginning, as Doflamingo has been seen when he was a kid as this king, this conqueror, and the four kind of his four generals, or the four guys that are kind of in his command, they make this figure of Doffy. I think we have. I always take that in consideration, that Oda does a lot of foreshadowing, and this may be one of those foreshadowings that we will see other characters like that, like nurturing other characters for the end of the story. And I think this is the case of Vista. I think when Blackbeard joined, when he was a kid, and he joined Whitebeard's crew, okay, we had this character, older character called Vista, that was the 5th commander, and I think he liked Blackbeard as he discovered his kind of inner power, or he felt his presence somehow, that he got kind of mesmerized, like this happened with the other guys, okay, in Doflamingo, and he decided to be his number one, and I think they've been undercover, like Blackbeard has been like almost 40 years or 45 years, and lately, like 2 years ago when the Ace story happened, Blackbeard left the crew, killed Sachi, took the fruit, and started his own crew. I think Vista stayed because he was still waiting for a moment to get Hosu's fruit, and it could fit because we have this very opportunistic character called Blackbeard, that he's in command, and it will make sense that he says to his guy, to his number one, wait until the correct moment, and after the war and everything happens. Funnily enough, we have info about all of them, all of the main characters from Whitebeard, but Hosu, or but Vista. We know Hosu loses the arms because Aokiji freezes him, and then we see Marco in Wano, we see as well, we know info about Ace, we know info about Saji, that this is Marco's number one, Hosu is number 3 after Ace, so why don't we know what's going on with Hosu? Why is Oda leaving him out? I think he's leaving him out because soon we're gonna see all of this. Okay, let's do a little bit pointy face like this. If you check my video about Usopp, I talk about the David fight, and I talk about Mihawk being defeated by Vista, and that may be the reveal, but maybe lately I'm thinking as well that it will make sense that with the whole Egghead saga, that it's a lore saga, that they will reveal a little bit about Blackbeard. We know Blackbeard is there, so what I think is gonna happen, or may happen, is that when Frankie, Sanji, and everyone leaves, because we all assume that most probably Kuma is gonna show up, something will happen. Check out my other videos about Kuma and about Egghead, because I think it's gonna be a chain of things, like Kuma showing up, Kizaru turning, check my video about Kizaru too, and all of these things are gonna lead to some of the group in front of Saturn will fly with Kuma's power somewhere else, probably Elbaf and other places, and other ones that will stay, like Sanji and Frankie, and they will have to escape and join Zoro and the rest in the lab, and when they are in the lab and they are escaping and everything is good, I think we were gonna have Blackbeard showing up. Probably Kizaru is the one holding them because he's gonna turn, in my opinion. Check, as I said, my video about Kizaru to understand this. But then we have this. I have in my mind this image of Blackbeard showing up with Vista and another of the guys, and Zoro feeling this tremendous power from Vista, and everyone escaping, and he's turning around looking, that he sees someone down there that is so strong like a beast that he recognizes him, but he doesn't know who he is. Maybe he can see like a shadow, like a silhouette. Oda giving us a hint of, oh my god, who is this guy? And then when the whole thing in Elbaf, when the whole thing about Shanks and Blackbeard happens, or we have the Davy back fight as well, and Vista shows up and fights Cross Guild Mihawk and defeats him, then is when Zoro, that can't intervene in the battle, will see his new enemy, let's say new enemy, because I think that Zoro, I don't see Zoro fighting anymore Mihawk And I know this is controversial opinion, and everyone will say, "Oh my God, no, you are not right," and they will have to fight because we've been waiting like 25 years to see this fight. Yes, I understand. Yes, I understand, but having read the One Piece and watched One Piece in anime so many times, I see like a pattern in Oda that when we give something for granted, like, oh, this is gonna happen, or this fight is gonna happen, Oda likes to flip the situation and do something unexpected. And I think this will be a big surprise, because so far, if you think about it and you have checked my videos or you are following me for a while, I always explain that there is no other character, swordsman, that has been able to face Mihawk, stop Mihawk, been recognized by Mihawk, apart from Vista. Shanks is the old generation in this case, because Mihawk doesn't want to fight him anymore because he lost an arm. But there is no other character apart from Zoro. And I understand that Mihawk says there is this promise that I will wait for you. I will be number one until you come to find me. But One Piece most of the time is the place and the story of unfulfilled promises and unfulfilled dreams, like, you know, Crocodile, Doflamingo, all these bad guys. So if they are presenting you Mihawk with Crocodile now and with Boggy as a bad guy group, it will make sense that his dreams or his expectations are frustrated, and there is someone else unexpected that shows up. Why they would postpone the fight? I think about this all the time. Why would they postpone the fight? Mihawk, it's okay if he agrees. He can say, yeah, I'm agreeing to postponing this fight because I don't have anyone here with me, I don't have any friend here, and I don't care if Vista kills Marines or other Shichibukai. But Vista can't accept or shouldn't accept this deal and say, yeah, let's postpone. Because his brothers and his Nakamas are there. So it makes me think, and it makes me come back to this fight, Zoro versus Mr. One, that at the end he says, you cut now metal, are you gonna cut diamond next? And Zoro is like, I don't know. But it is the path, We see in Marineford how Mihawk wants to test. I talk about this in my Mihawk video as well a lot. Mihawk wants to test Whitebeard. He said, I want to see the strengths between this man and us, because Doflamingo is asking him. And then he throws a cut, not his strongest cut, but he throws a very strong cut. And Hosu jumps in the middle, stops it with his belly. We don't see Haki, we don't see anything, just with his belly, with pure diamond power. That's telling me, with a normal attack from Mihawk, let's say that it's a normal attack, it's not a super strong attack, he didn't cut diamond. So that means that if Mihawk is able to cut diamond, that I say he can't, if he's able to, he needs to put effort into it and make a special attack to cut it, okay? It will make sense that for the best swordsman in the world, that is Mihawk at the moment, he has a top that he can't pass. This could be cut diamond or cut Karoseki. And apart from the fight that they may have in the future and one of them win, there's gonna be a material or something that the best can't cut, and Zoro will cut it, in this way surpassing him. And I think this is diamond. So please check my video about Vista, check my video about Mihawk, and then check this video as well. And I explain the whole time all these things and why do I think it will be a good fit. I think more or less we have the base of the character. Let's try to do the face and everything. 1 second here just to do we do some details here and then I continue. I focused a lot today in kind of laying down the theory and start explaining the theory, but I focused in the sketch. Okay, we have this kind of shape that Zoro has always here. I love Zoro's design from now and everything as well, but I think the pre-time skip and this pre-time skip style, I really like it, so let's do. Okay. Okay. I'll do some details here. Okay. So feel free to tell me in the comments what you think about Vista, about Zoro, about being his last fight. I think the Zoro's storyline is gonna go in the line of following these characters that have specific particularities, like in this case Hosu. And I don't see Hosu coming back again to the story. So we see Zoro very having more and more importance in the story. Oda is totally fine with me. Oda it's focusing more and more in Zoro and Luffy, and putting the other straw hats more in a second level, and it's totally fine with me. And even with Sanji and everything, I love Sanji, but it is true that we have the fighter of the crew is Zoro, and you see this when he puts let's do 1, 2, and 3. You see this when Oda puts Zoro on the rooftop fighting with Kaido. It's kind of telling you, okay, Sanji is strong, and I understand there's a lot of Sanji fans there, and I'm a Sanji fan myself as well. But Oda is telling you there, the strongest are up here, and that's Luffy and Zoro. And then Sanji is fighting the strongest below. But Zoro is doing both. He's doing below and then he's going on the top. So it's kind of demonstrating, it's kind of showing that Zoro is in another level. And only for that, I think Oda, it will make sense if Oda has something in storage for him, that when we expect something about Zoro and something that may happen, he may flip the idea and give us something new, so we have a fresh concept of Zoro, and we don't get stuck into Mihawk is the only path that Zoro has. And yeah, let's do the swords like this. This is Yuki Bashiri. This is Yuki Bashiri that Zoro loses against Shu at the end of Enies lobby. It gets all rusty and the sword dies there. And this is all a black color sword with black sheath as well. This is the one that he gets from the shop in Lockdown. And let's hope if we see if you guys are following, if you guys are following the live action, let's see if in second season we see this scene that is really epic when he's throwing the swords in the air as well. He throws the other one. Okay, this is the first one I was drawing. 1 second here. The first one that he was drawing, it's Sandai Kitetsu, a 3rd generation coursed sword. And this is kind of a family heirloom from the guy on the shop. And this is the one that he throws to the air, and he puts the arm, and he kind of gives the chances to Fate to see if he's gonna lose the arm here or not. And Zoro is always really epic, and you will agree with me that Oda is always giving him really important and epic moments, comparing to Luffy's moments always. So that's why I say that it will make sense for me if he has a ass under the sleeve for us, and Oda gives us a little bit more of secrets and things about Zoro. It can be very interesting. So we have the 2 swords here, and now we're gonna do the last one that I think is for Zoro's story the most important, and this is Wado Ichimonji. Wado Ichimonji is the one he gets from Kuina when Kuina dies. And he makes this promise with Kuina, and he talks with Koshiro, the father of Kuina, the master of Zoro and the master of both. And he says, let me take this sword. We made a promise. I'm gonna become the best. And he says, yeah, take it. Take it. This is a man who respects the promises and the Bushido way, like Zoro has the Bushido way and the swordsman's way. And he says, yeah, take it. And this is the one that Zoro uses on the mouth as well. So it is very important for the development. I don't think he will ever lose that sword. I think that's his always sword. The other ones will always be changing, like we've seen so far. And I think as well, let's do, this process is really nice, let's do like this. I think as well, at the end of the story, when Zoro cuts Diamond against Vista, in my opinion, I think he will use his most famous attack for me. It's Shishi Sonson, the Lion Song, is the one that with that he defeats. He defeats with that one almost everyone. He defeats Mr. One, he defeats Kabaji, he defeats Hodi underwater, he defeats as well in a kind of a evolved attack from that one, the Ashura, Kaku as well. We see he cuts Kuma in Thriller Bark, he cuts Kaido with that one as well. And now he cuts King as well with that attack. So I think Wado Ichimonji is the sword that he makes black the first. I think he will learn with Emma. He has Emma now from Oden. He will learn to kind of channel his haki and his energy through that sword, but something like we see with Mr. One, that he loses the swords and he feels Wado Ichimonji. Something like this will happen with Zoro fighting against Vista, and he will get Wado Ichimonji again, and Shishi Sonson to cut Vista, cut Diamond, reminiscing fight with Mr. One, probably in a flashback, in a thought, and then we will have this Shishi Sonson cutting Diamond. That's gonna be very epic. And in the way he needs to cut Kairoseki, that is the strongest material so far, confirmed by Oda. So I think this path of probably fighting Blackbeard, fighting Vista first, cutting Diamond, leveling up more, and after this, whatever is gonna happen in Raftel, they are gonna need to cut something like kairoseki, or they're gonna have to maybe find even something inside one of the stones. That could be very, very interesting, because someone made this the Oden clan made the stones 800 years ago, so they were able to cut them somehow. Probably there was a super strong samurai that Oda could even tie this with the new anime that he's going to be releasing with Ryuma, the monsters. There is a manga about Ryuma before One Piece, a couple of years before One Piece. It's in the one-shot volume called Wanted. You have many stories, and the pre-One Piece as well there. And you have Ryuma, the first time that he appears is there, he's caught in a dragon, he's fighting an enemy, like a cowboy guy with sword, like a Spanish tercio, and we have this character Ryuma. It could easily be, if Oda wants to connect this and wants to connect Ryuma to the story more with Shushui, when Zoro fights in Thriller Bark, and then with now the release of the new anime and the involving of the family with the Shimotsuki and Shimotsuki Ryuma is giving you these clues that Zoro is descendant of Ryuma and all these things. It could easily be, because they were samurais from Wano, that the ones cutting the stones were the Shimotsuki. The Kosuki were writing, the Shimotsuki were cutting the stone because they were the strongest, etc., etc. And it can't make sense. But even like that, I think Emma, Zoro will use it to learn. Zoro will use it to learn the art of becoming a black blade, and then we will see Wado Ichimonji becoming the black one. But that's one of those things that I have 100% sure in my mind that is going to happen. So, and I think it happened again that I went talking and leaving on the side the drawing, and I'm sorry about it, because I know you like to see both things and you always say that you like to see drawing and theory, but today I'm kind of reminiscing about previous theories, previous videos I've done, trying to connect things, explaining things, and yeah, because of this I'm focusing more in the theory than in the drawing. But it's okay. I mean, as I always say, I'm enjoying a lot these videos. I wanna do a second line like this, like irregular second line, because we are gonna paint this black, but I wanna underneath have it green. So maybe we leave some spaces in between. Something like this, irregular. The same thing that I'm gonna do with this bandana that he has on the head. So tell me what you think about these Oda preferences lately. If you think that it's true that he's giving more importance to Zoro and is leaving the rest of the guys a little bit more on the side, and maybe in Elbaf things change a little bit, but that's the 3 earrings. But yeah, feel free to talk in the comments about this to see your opinion. So we have Sandai Kitetsu, and then we have here Yuki Bashiri. Like this. Yuki Bashiri is here. I want to do it. Yuki Bashiri is in this position. It will go like this. And this like this. Okay, and then we have Wado Ichimonji. Yeah, like this. So if this one here is Sandai Kitetsu, 3rd generation, we have these kind of lines here, and it has stripes, and this one is gonna be red. Stripes like this, and then it's all red. And then we have the one in the middle that goes at the back. This one in the back is Yukibashiri, that is all black, painted like this, all black. And it has a golden part here at the bottom, like this. And then Wado Ichimonji is all white, so this one will be white, like this. Okay, something like this it can work for me. Let's add some more darker tone to the bottom part, like this. But as I said, now we will put a little bit more of energy in making it green and a little bit dark as well with color pencil. So feel free to sail through my channel, see other theories. I talk a lot about Crocodile and the ancient weapons, and who I think are the weapons that are still per reveal, and how do I think that Crocodile is gonna get with some and everything. And that's my other second theory, kind of big in the channel. I always talk about Vista most of the videos, because I want to connect this theory to see if it fits nice with other theories I have, and the Crocodile one and the ancient weapons as well, because it's one of my favorite topics in One Piece. Sail through the videos, feel free to watch, comment, and like, subscribe, and all these things that happen here in YouTube if you like what you see. And it's a guide as well for me to see that you like what I'm uploading, and I can keep doing more here at home. And yeah, that's very nice feedback, let's say feedback. And yeah, if you open discussion in the comments, I'm gonna jump to it straightforward. And I really like to talk about One Piece, and yeah, and see if I can find some nice theories and some nice arguments about why this can happen, or why this other thing, yes, it can happen actually. And a lot of people mention that I've seen in comments in different platforms that it can be that Vista is a forgotten character, we don't need to give it a second thought, that Hosu is in the background, and I understand, but from my part of storytelling, that's what I do, write stories and do characters, I see it will make sense for me to see a shock for the reader, and the unexpected turn of events with Zoro and Mihawk, and that can be everything laid in front of Zoro if the David back fight happens and they need to respect the rules of piracy in One Piece world, and they can't intervene. So Zoro may see in front of his eyes how his sensei, his sensei master Mihawk is defeated. There's someone else kind of snatching his dream from his hands, and everyone will be there to see it, Luffy and everyone. They will want to intervene, but Zoro will say, as how he is, no, we can't intervene, this is Mihawk's fight, and I'm eager to see what's gonna happen at the end. And then it's a way to introduce you Blackbeard into the conflict, because so far we have a conflict, yes, we do have a conflict with Ace and everything, but it's not Ace decided to go and follow and try to hunt Blackbeard. It's his own fight, as Zoro stresses when he talks about Ace, or when he talks about Bibi, that he says, Luffy, you said that they have their own path, they are strong, they have their own decisions. If they need help, we will help them, but they need to be able to fight for themselves. And that is a very One Piece thing to say, and a very Zoro thing to say as well. So I totally think we have we are gonna have unexpected events happening in the series, and one of the biggest turnarounds or surprises, it could be this. It could be Mihawk losing before being defeated by Zoro and breaking his promise, and Zoro being affected by it, and yeah, seeing this clash of titans in a different way. So we have this arm here that is in the pocket, and then we have this one that is at the back. Okay, like this. Yeah, I think we kind of have the design. Let's add a little bit of color. This is basically here. We said we will paint this as well in green. Okay. I see this moment at the end of Egghead when I think Kuma comes and Kuma slaps Luffy and Bonnie away to Elbaf, and we have them out of commission, out of the scene, and then quickly he slaps Vegapunk, and Vegapunks end up flying to Dragon. I think the Vegapunks needs to be separated, and then we have Kuma exploding or something like this, because we know now that he has a mechanism to explode that he's been put by Vegapunk. This is info from the last episode, and then we have I think Sanji will put him in a bubble. Okay, and Kizaru is gonna turn. Kizaru, when Kuma explodes, it's gonna be knocking Saturn, but Saturn will wake up again, and then Kizaru will say, oh, this guy didn't die, so I'm gonna face him, I'm gonna stand up against him, and then that will be the moment that Sanji puts him in a bubble, and they are gonna be able to escape. When Sanji and Frankie are escaping, we will see Blackbeard arriving, and Sanji can't fight Blackbeard, or Frankie's gonna be really defeated or really destroyed. I think Saturn is gonna break him. And that's why we will take Lily with us to Elbaf, and Lily will fix Frankie with Wapo Metal. This is like a massive theory I'm doing these days and in these latest videos. And on top of this, you are gonna have Kizaru, light versus darkness, staying, telling Sanji, go, because I believe in Nika. I've seen Nika with my eyes now. Go and keep following these dreams, blah blah blah, no? All the Kuma story. Light versus darkness, for real, because Ace wasn't light, Ace was fire. And let's find a black color that we need now. Yeah, we have black color, and I want to add some brown tones as well. There's some brown there. And this one too. So I think, as I was saying at the beginning, that we will see this moment when Sanji is leaving, escaping. Smoker is gonna be holding the battleships and the Tashigi and the rest and the vice almirants. I think check my Smoker video as well for the Marine Rebellion, I called it. A really nice concept that may happen too. And then yeah, Kizaru will lose, Kizaru needs to lose. All of this, Sanji will reconvene with Zoro, he will arrive up there to the lab, and then we have Vista reveal. Being there is like, let's go, this guy, this Marine, it's holding them, let's go, let's escape. And then Zoro is gonna have like something in his back, like he's gonna have like shivers. He's gonna turn around and he's gonna say, who is this beast who just arrived with Blackbeard? And then maybe we see a smile or a long mustache, giving you to understand that it is Vista, and he has already the diamond fruit, but we don't see him fighting or anything. He's like a beast in a leash, and maybe he wants to even fight. Oh, do you want me to hunt them? And Blackbeard is like, no, don't worry about it. Just we will find them in the next island. And like Zoro is kind of excited but scared, and that will be a really nice cliffhanger to leave Elbaf and to not reveal who is this person if you just show a silhouette, for example. That can be very, very interesting. Very interesting. The arm here goes here and goes like this at the back. Okay, and this one we have it here and it goes down to the pocket. So then we don't give importance to Zoro during Elbaf. We focus with Usopp, we focus with Bibi, that I think Bibi is gonna now in the way to Elbaf, closing to Elbaf, gonna join them. We don't give Zoro importance in that saga, because we focus in these other characters that they were in Little Garden. A little bit of Nami, because Big Mom will be there, and they need to see if he's gonna take Zeus or not. A little bit of Usopp, because the Giants. A little bit of Bibi, because the reintroduction with the Reverie. We focus with these three characters. We have a lot of lore now, that maybe we have a little bit more of lore with Nico Robin at the end of Egghead. And we leave Zoro in a second plan there, thinking and worried, like in a weird state, that Sanji may even be, what's going on with you, what's happening, what did you feel? I felt something, but I don't know who was that. And Zoro is kind of in another state of mind during all Elbaf. You don't give him a special fight, because he already fought Ruchi, he already fought we coming from Wano, from fighting King, fighting Kaido, now he's fighting Ruchi, and all of these things. So it will make sense. It will make sense if we have a little bit of downtime for Zoro and focus in other characters in Elbaf. That it is actually, if you think about it, it is actually what happens in Little Garden too. That is the Giant Saga before. That Zoro is hunting, and until the very end, that he joins with the cake, with that kind of Mr. 3 cake thingy and everything. And Sanji does the same. Sanji and Zoro, most of the time Sanji is disappeared for the whole time, but Zoro as well. And the big focus there is, I think, is more Usopp. I think Zoro fights and everything, but I think we focus more in the Giants and the Usopp connection there. We need to paint Wado Ichimonji with reds. We said this is a little brownish pinkish color, but we are gonna add some gold details. Gold, this is gold too. Let's put more gold there, and then let's paint these parts as well, gold. This is reddish, but it's gonna be more dark in a bit, and then that's white, but we have these bits in gold too. Beautiful swords. That's one of those things that for a merch that it will be so nice to have at home. Like, oh, I'm gonna buy Zoros swords, like real katanas, size-wise big, really nice. That will be so cool. Okay, we're looking good here. I think I need a little bit more of pen here. Yeah, like this. And now what I need is to add some shading. Like this. As well, if you think that Vista is not gonna show up, that this whole thing about the diamond is a little bit out of place and things, say it in the comments and let's discuss and let's talk about and why do you think those things, and if there's something that I missed in any of the chapters, or be anime or manga or movie, or well, the movies are not canon, but maybe I missed something that Oda gives a hint of Shiryu being the last opponent for Zoro, and yeah, and maybe I'm mistaken with that concept, but so far I'm telling you I couldn't find actually a reason of why Oda wouldn't actually include other character, other swordsman, strong as Mihawk, for a challenge for all of them, a challenge for Mihawk, a challenge for Zoro, and it can be a very interesting thing for the storytelling, I'm telling you. So let's do again these lines because we lost them a little bit with the double color there. Okay. This is looking really nice. I'm happy with the result. You know, I always do the characters, if you check my other videos, a little bit more cartoony than they normally are. Kind of trying to do it a little bit more in my style. I do them sometimes more long, sometimes a little bit more inflated. And yeah, that's something that I love to do, to give a little bit of my own style to the One Piece characters. In this case as well, we have these thinner legs always, and the type of shoes or legs I do. And yeah, and as you can see, this is the Zoro pre-time skip. That maybe because I'm a sentimental a little bit, but I think I always love more the pre-time skip designs. The new ones are very, very nice, but yeah, maybe my thoughts and my I don't know, my interest in One Piece in general always tends more to the pre-time skip season, and that's okay. Let's do this as well. It's looking very nice. Let's maybe add just some darker colors here and there. Like this. And Wado Ichimonji a little bit too as well. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. And okay. Well, okay. Well, tomorrow is end of the year, so I wish you all a happy end of the year and start a new, really nice start for the new one. I'm gonna be keeping posting more things these days, as usual, once, twice per week, putting some videos up. I hope you like the theories in general, and yeah, as I said, feel free to give nice feedback to see what can be commented about other characters, or if you wanna see a drawing or a specific character that you say, oh, I wanna see this guy, can you draw it? And then we see what we can do here, and yeah, I'm up for these things as well, and yeah, let's make theories together and let's see what we can discover about the One Piece. We got the drawing done. It was a really nice chat about Zoro, about ideas that he may do, and why do I draw this Vista concept, and from where do I draw this Vista concept and this diamond concept for Zoro at the end of the story. And yeah, so let's see. This is DavidViadel23, DavidViadel23, you can say it as you want, and this is the Mandragon Cave. I wish you a happy end of the year, and happy new start as well, and see you soon. Thank you very much for watching, and see you later. Bye.